let's see what's the repository panel and what does it have. What are the things that are saved under repository? Gathers all the technical items that can be used either to describe business models or job designs or metadata or documentation or other things. It gives you access to these things, and it also you can create all the job designs, business models, metadata, and different things. It basically centralizes all your designs or elements that you created on Talend on this particular project. We have a couple of options here. We have collapse all. So for example, let's assume I have something like this. When you click on this, it will collapse us all. So this option is link with editor. This link with editor, it shows you this, it highlights this particular job that I am editing. So that's the link with editor does. Okay, then we have the refresh. For example, if you created a new job, if you updated something, if you imported let's assume a schema from a database, and if it doesn't show up, then you click on the refresh. So it refreshes all the objects in the repository. Okay, then we have the filter setting. So before even activating the filter, we have, when you click on this arrow, we have this link with editor and filter setting. So select that, and this is the repository filter setting. So what you want to filter, so whatever you checked here, this is my active filter now. So when I click on the filter, what it does is it won't show whatever I didn't check, and it will show all of them. So instead, what I will do is I will uncheck everything. I will just check job designs and metadata. That's it. Let's click OK. Okay, so whenever now if I activate the filter, it will filter out all those things, and it will only show me these two. So that's the filter. Then you have minus and plus, same thing with all the panels. So it will minimize, it will show it here, or maximize, or plus maximizes is click on plus again, which minimizes it. Okay, so now let's see what it has. So you can, since we call it as a repository tree, so these objects or these folders are called as nodes. So we have a business model node, job design node, context node, and different things. Let's go through each and everything. So business model node. So what does this do? Here it groups all the business models you created in this project. Currently we have only 2, and you can create different business models by just right clicking on that. Okay, so the right clicking option is, it's different for different nodes, but mostly you will have all these common 5 options. There might be less or there might be more, but so mostly it will have those options. When I right click, as you can see, it has create business model. So this node is business model. So if you want to create a business model, you come here, right click, create, or you have another option here too, but mostly you will do it from here. Then you have a create folder. So if you want to create a folder under the node, you create that here. Expand, collapse, same thing here, but it does expand and collapse for all the nodes. Here this one just corresponds to this particular business model node. Then you have import items. So if you want to import items into this node, then click import. If you want to export items, export. Then we have job designs, same thing, except we have a special thing called build jobs. It will build your jobs. It will open a menu. That's another thing. We are not doing that now, but just know that there is an option to build those. So right clicking this, same options, minimized of less options, less options, less. So all those things. So job designs, what this does, again, it centralizes all your jobs that you designed in the Talend, and you can create different jobs there. Context, you can create different folders under the context, and you can create context groups, and it also centralizes all the context you created. So what are these things? What is a context? What is a job design? What is the business model we will, so each and everything I will explain you when we go into the respective topic. For now, just know that we can create context here, we can design specific stuff. I don't want to explain you now and make you confused. Okay, then we have the code. Here we can create routines, which we can write in Java code, Java. So right click, and you will get two options. If you want to create code, you actually go into the routines and click on the create routine. We defaultly has system routines too. You can go through them if you would like to. So it will just open the Java code, and there you have it. So if you want to modify one of these and you want to make few changes, you can go ahead and do that. Then it will come up here, not under system, but so that's the code. And then you have the SQL templates. There are so many types of SQL templates. If you want to create a specific type, go on to user defined, and then you will get the option like create SQL template there. Okay, so you cannot do that here, cannot do that here. Then you have metadata. Same thing with everything, all of them. The repository centralizes the particular node objects. Here in this case job, here in this case metadata. Metadata has so many different types of metadata we can create. Under here it centralizes all these into different categories. File delimited, if you have a file delimited metadata, so many, it will centralize it under this folder. If you have different database connections, it will centralize them here. Basically you can reuse all of this. You can open, so you can open, basically repository centralizes all your different objects or designs. Then you have documentation. If you have any documentation, it will centralize all those here, or you can create any documentation. And then you have the recycling bin. It's just like the Windows recycling bin or Mac trash. So whenever you delete something, it doesn't go away. Instead, it will sit here. You have to delete that manually. So that's about the repository.